Hello all, I have created this video to give the information about the international joint call proposal. Here I will give one example about the latest call open in between the India and Sri Lanka. This call, under this call, the faculties from the private engineering colleges, research organization, and the government institution can apply for the proposals. Here I will brief about this India-Sri Lanka joint research program. This call is now open. So this call is started in from the 1st September 2024 and the closing date is 15 October 2024. Basically, this call is open under this Ministry of Education, Research and Innovation by DST, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, in the renewed program of cooperation, that is a POC. So under this call, see there are so many calls or proposal open in the variety. Like you can submit the proposal for the organizational seminar. You can submit the proposal for the workshop organization, or you can write the joint research proposals. So there are a variety of the proposals. This is one of the example how we can write the proposal to organize a joint workshop in between the two countries. So it is in bilateral mode, okay, where the scientists and technologists from the India and Sri Lanka will be involved here. So they have to brief here about the various areas where you can write the proposal for the workshop, like the food technology and plant-based medicines are there, robotics automation, renewable energy, waste management, information and the communication technology, sustainable engineering, aerospace engineering, big data analysis, artificial intelligence, or you can also select here any other area of science and technology with the national relevance. But you need to submit here justification. To see such kind of the joint call for proposals, you have to open this website. It's a dst.government.in. Here under this call for proposals, you will get the latest call open over here. So we are just going to discuss here the latest call open, that is in between the India and Sri Lanka. It is joint call for proposal, which I have highlighted here. Okay, you can see another call also here. The call is open in between the India, Austria, then India, Russia, and the India and the Indo-Danish research is there. Okay. Now, how to submit the application? Basically, as it is a bilateral call and the joint call, so it should be made simultaneously by both the counterpart team in each country. There should be a PI from the India and PI from the Sri Lanka. So it is made by the team leader. There will be one team leader of the team of scientists. So in each country, team leader will be there. So to respective implementing agency, he will submit this application to the DST. Since all the proposals are the joint proposals, it is expected that consultation would have been held between the relevant counterpart institutions on the same title of the applications. Now we'll see here how to apply. If you want to apply the proposals, you have to go through this website, that is the online dst.government.india. Okay, so here all the formats are there. You can use that formats for the uploading this proposal. Before that, you need to register yourself here as a principal investigator or the team leader. So they after registration, they will move to a scheme and the format section where details about this call is available. So applicants should ensure that their applications with the identical titles have been submitted. The same title you have to select will be selected by both the partners from both the countries. So only application endorsed by the competent authority will be accepted here, and the application which are not submitted on online EPMS portal will not be accepted. So you need to submit the application through the EPMS portal of the DST only. Okay, you are not supposed to send an email or hard copies to the DST. There are chances of the application to be get rejected if it is sent by the email, or if it is sent by the hard copies, or it is not in the proper format prescribed by the implementing agency, it is incomplete, or it doesn't contain the information required to be submitted, and if applicants submit the multiple applications. Okay, in this case, there are chances of getting it rejected. As it is a bilateral workshop, here a theme which falls within any one of the area which we have discussed in the previous slide here should have a co-organizer from the India and Sri Lanka, should be participants from the both countries. Okay, it is expected that host country will have large number of participants than the visiting country. For example, if from any one of the institute from the India is going to participate here or is going to host this workshop, then it is expected that the host country will have large number of participants than other country. So this is one of the condition here. Again, there should be only one co-PI, okay, from the institution. Because if co-PI is compulsory, why they are making co-PI compulsory? Because if PI is unable to organize the workshop, then co-PI of the same institution shall organize it in the given time frame. The PI or the principal investigator needs to submit the tentative schedule and the list of speaker along with the proposals. We need to submit the draft of the activities which we are going to conduct it under this workshop. So it will be helpful for the committee to treat their actions. If the proposals get recommended, PI needs to submit the required document to the funding agency within the 3 months. And after receiving the funds, PI shall not take more than 12 months. So within 12 months, you have to organize the workshop. Now we'll discuss about the financial supports available here. As here we can see, suppose India is from the India, any one of the institute is going to organize this workshop. So in this case, uh, here international return economy airfare for the participants will be made by the sending country. Means suppose those participants which are coming from the Sri Lanka, so their international return economy airfare will be paid by the that country. Then medical and travel insurance of the visiting participants also made by the Sri Lankan countries. Okay. Remaining the local hospitality include the accommodation or the local transport for the visiting scientist will be made by the hosting country. So local organization expenses will also be made by the hosting countries. So maximum budget per project may be up to 7 lakhs rupees for the Indian side and 2.5 million Sri Lankan rupees for the Sri Lankan side. Okay. Here both the conditions are made clear, host country and the sending country. Now, how the applications will be assessed here? There is a peer review process. So, independent advisory panel is there as per the calls they have mentioned here. So, application which attend the positive rating will be eligible for the funding. So, joint committee is there. So, based on their decision and the rating they have given, they will get the proposal will be selected and the accordingly the funds will be there. And the decision made by the joint committee will be the final decision. Here are the few criteria I would like to mention here, which are considered for the rating, like the conformity of the project objectives with the national policy. So you need to go through the what is the objective of this call. Okay, so that is important. Second, state of the scientific capacity. Then rationale for the cooperation, novelty of the scientific, and then what are the benefits of the project including. So you need to explain all these things here, like the whether it's going to help in the industrial development, technology capacity building, or the science and technology, or the human society development. So you need to justify all these things here. Then you need to highlight the budget requested also. It should be the give in between the given budget range. Then approval and the support by the host institution. These things also observed while giving the rating. Then feasibility of the proposals, they will check whether it is possible or not for the both the countries. Then profile of the team leader. Definitely it impacts more because they checks whether the team leader is capable to host this workshop, whether he has arranged previously such kind of the workshop, whether he has a strong research background. So these things are taken consideration while allocating the such kind of the uh, funding to the PI of the institutions. And when an application is selected for the funding support, the respective implementing agency will notify the team leader of the project accordingly. Documents requires all these things are mentioned in this DST also. That is, we need to submit the undertaking by the head of the collaborating institution. Then a CV of the Indian PI and the co-PI. Then CV of the Sri Lankan PI and the co-PI, and the proposed schedule of the workshop and the list of speakers. So these are the most documents which we need to submit while submitting our proposal on the PMS portal. We just I have mentioned here the format of this undertaking. It's already available on their website. So this is annexure 1, that is the undertaking by the head of the collaborating institutions. Okay. Then second, the CV of the Indian PA and COPA. As I mentioned here, you need to give all the details about this PA and COPA, as well as you need to strongly mention here the publication and detail of the patents. If their publications are the SCI journals, they have good. They will be. You will get. There are chances of getting the good ratings for this proposals and the patents if the patents are granted. So in such case, you can take your copy which has a good CV. Okay, so you can take the your another copy which is having the number of publications and the patents and book chapters and articles. So person which is having good research background uh, can be added as a copy also. Also, you need to mention here the current research activities, the partnership and the international collaborations if you have any, and the significant accomplishment. Okay, so depending on the CV of the PA and COPA also, the rating of the proposals will also be considered.